Stockpile Hobbies.
Welcome back to Stockpile Hobbies. My name is Steve, and today we're going to be taking a look at my vintage RC Kyosho Big Brute truck. You see here I have a Bigfoot body on it. We're going to clean up the truck, I'm going to go over it, we're going to power it on, and we're going to run it. Alright, I got the truck all dialed up. So this is at least as clean as it's going to get. So I've had this truck since I was, 12, 13 years old. The paint job, the body here was all done by my father and me when I was that age, and it's held up really good. The original body's long gone. This is the upgrade that I got. Let's take off the body here, take a look underneath what we got going on. Just a Lexan body too. It's all painted on the underside as well. So, just as I went through cleaning this up here, you can see this is modified. It does it, if you know anything about the Kyosho Big Brute RC truck, you can see that there's been some changes here. First thing I did notice while cleaning though is that I got a tie rod here to put back on. These just push on over the screw there. You just gotta grin and bear it and push down. That one's pretty loose, but it's good now. Here we go. So, we'll start at the front of the vehicle here. I left the suspension in stock. I tried changing the suspension before on my father's double dare truck, which we will get to in another video. It changed all the handling characteristics of the vehicle. I didn't like it, so I did not do it here. I left the stock suspension, just spring shocks in place. There's no fluid in them. Under here, we have a high torque steering servo that I upgraded. I did all these upgrades circa 2013, 2014. So anyways, a high torque steering servo had more current draw on the battery, and it was causing glitching in the front tires. So I had to add this extra 4-pack for AA batteries here. All the trucks are going to have this. It's to get rid of the jitters the trucks would have. It solved the problem that was going on. This truck also originally came with a mechanical speed controller. It was like a circular disc here that would mechanically actuate the arms for the throttle of the motor here. There's a huge resistor off the back before. As you see, I got rid of all that, and I'm running the truck with a Novak XRS electronic speed controller here, and that is also because the motor was upgraded by me right before I think I was probably 15 years old, maybe even 16. I went out and I bought a Speed World Monster Mash motor. I ran it twice when I was a kid, and then I didn't run it again until about 2013 when I restored everything. I also changed out the receiver here to be Futaba to work with an upgraded Magnum Sport. I love the Futaba controllers. All the trucks we're going to look at are going to have the same thing, the Magnum Sport or the Magnum Junior as well. The wheels, these are not original Big Brute wheels. These are the Double Dare wheels. I sold the original white ones. The tires had bonded to the plastic of the other wheels. It could have scraped off. I did clean them up a little bit, but I always like to look at the chrome ones once I put them on there. Years and years ago when I was a kid, I like to look better. The Double Dare truck had a lot more problems, and we'll get into that truck and what I've done to it over the years, but I started using it as a part truck a little bit as a kid to keep this one going as well. Something else I forgot to mention was up here on the tub of the body, there's some glue here. I just re-glued it again because it's been pulling away and snapping away. I mean, this truck is from the mid-'80s, so it's old. I do have the upgrade sandwich from Risky Concepts. I don't even think they sell this anymore. I bought this probably about 10 years ago. I also have the steering upgrade as well to go with it. I never bothered to do it at all. I'm afraid to change the handling characteristics of this truck. I might still just sell this separately or hang on to it in case it does actually snap, and I'll have this as a backup to go in for it. But when I mounted the extra battery packs here, I just used some tape and Velcro to get the job done. It worked really good, nice. So this requires 4 AA batteries. When you're all done, you can just push it back on. And it does a really good job of staying in place. I never had a problem with them coming undone. Or if they did, I'd always found, you could see them hanging and easily fix them. Next thing I'm going to do is power on the controller here on the side. And we are good. Connect it. And turn it on. Hear that steering servo? Yeah, nice. So good. We got forward. Oh yeah, we got backwards. It's good to go. Yeah, hear it? Constant chirping. That's the servo. Hear the strain? That thing's tough. So before we go outside, the truck does need a repair though. See right here, this little window, this should be closed. This for the little pin here. I actually bought 2 or 3 of these back 10 years ago because this would constantly break. The plastic over the years has gotten really brittle, I think. Here is that same part right here. It would be on the truck like this actually to line it up. So it's just 4 screws holding it in on the bottom. This part also broke on it right here. I glued it before the video. But at the same time, when that broke, it also pushed down and it broke that part as well when this went. I just noticed it. So there's no way to secure the battery in the vehicle at the moment. So I'm going to use my last plate here. I think these are going to be hard. These must be hard to find now on eBay. I haven't looked on eBay in years for parts. So I'm just going off what I have here in the stockpile. So first I'm going to remove the battery keepers. Just 2 screws on each side. That'll pull right out. And do the same thing on the other side, or just 1 screw, and it's also where it broke before, so hopefully it won't twist off when I do this. I'll try and hold it. Not that it matters. There we go. And now it's just 4 more screws to remove the plate here. There we go. Now from our vintage part tree, we remove a new battery base plate here, I guess. And that's going to go on this way. Got some tabs here. I'm going to knife these off. That goes there. Transfer our screws. I always start them off first, just a couple twists by hand before you're running it with the screw gun. Screw started. Don't want to go hard on that. There we go. There we go. So as you can see here, I was filming the other video here for the twin here, the double dare 4-wheel drive version. Forgot to mention though, on the back of the big brute here, we have upgraded Thorpe axles as far as the dog bones, the hub clamps, as well as the gearbox. It has a locked diff on it. As you can see here, everything turns the same way when I spin the wheels. Yeah, let's go do some RC bashing with it. So we are outside at Phoenix Caving Garage, my other YouTube channel where I keep all my cars in there, and my new backyard we just put in. It used to all be forced. Now it's RC stomping ground and UTVs and quads and cars. Oh, it's loose. Got so much torque back there now. No joke. I gotta come off the gas when I turn, otherwise the truck will roll. It can't quite handle the turning speed there. Or you gotta turn very slow, wide arc. The grass is pretty tall and it's burning right through it, really fast. So that truck is a blast to drive. The high torque steering servo on it really lets you point the truck and it goes where you want it to go. The locked diff in the back, the Thorpe diff locker, and the dog bones as well. It's solid back there. You know, I guess it really has no problems unless you hit something or if you start getting really crazy with the jumps, which I didn't do any jumps out here. We do have plenty out there, but I don't want it to break. I've jumped it before. I know what it can do, but It's nothing like a Traxxas Stadium truck, where the wheels are really further out from the body, more like how the Double Dare looks there. So that was a lot of fun. The truck is in great condition, it's tall and butt. But I hope you like this video. Hope you find it entertaining. If you've never seen a big brute run before, coming up next is the Double Dare. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep having fun, everyone.